toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Horned Frogs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Going for it all. Makes the catch on the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged out of the air. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody.
Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's reeled in. It's Simon. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Spins away. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, what a move to get open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
3rd down coming.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Finds his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Baker. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one, put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the left. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
And the Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
2nd down coming up.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Cricket.
Gives it on the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Powers forward. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's now
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this.
Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
will take over. 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Quick release on the RPO. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Reads it, fires complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Simon. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting 1st down.
Got some room headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll go to the counter. Got room to work. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gives it on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Horned Frogs will punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
They boot it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run it to the right. Creates a little space. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
TCU 7.
The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the fullback. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
To the air on second down. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Simon. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Horned Frogs are on the move. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Wants to go up top. He wants to go deep. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
Number 3.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
35. TCU 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the single back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Simon. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got the first down, looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Ducks are on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds a man in the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
42, TCU 7.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Cricket.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets a block. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Second down.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. The Ducks will line up to punt it away.
Number 39 in punt formation to kick it away.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sends it back in motion. The toss to the right. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
He's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Down in the quarter as they come to the line.